Hello and welcome back. Today I am at Teotihuacan, which was the largest pre-Hispanic city and one of the most magnificent sites. Sprawling site of over 20 kilometers. What we can visit today is only in an area of 2 kilometers and famous for its two largest pyramids, the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. So as I mentioned, the site is quite large. You will have to do a fair bit of walking between the different pyramids and places of interest. Come early if you can, because obviously the lighting's going to be better. There's no shade and it's going to be a lot cooler. It's 80 pesos to enter if you're a regular adult, but if, like Valeria, you have a card
of a Mexican school saying that you're still a student, you can enter for free.
Approaching the two largest pyramids, this was the largest plaza in the Avenue of the Dead. Pyramid of the Sun ahead to the right, and further back the Pyramid of the Moon. The Pyramidal del Sol, Pyramid of the Sun, was built in around AD 100 from 3 million tons of stone. It's the world's third largest pyramid and is only surpassed in size by Cheops in Egypt and Cholula here in Mexico. And when Teotihuacan was at its height, the entire pyramid's plaster was painted bright red. Unlike the Pyramid of the Moon, the Pyramid of the Sun was not used for sacrificial purposes. It was to worship the sun itself, and was also dedicated to the deity, the god of the rain, Tlaloc. Valeria has been here over 50 times now, something like that. And you were mentioning about the quartz.
Oh yeah, when I was a child, they will bring us from excursions in elementary school, primary school and everything, and they will always sell us little courses for different colors, especially the pink rose one, and they will also sell you like a little platform, so you could go all the way up in the top and you will charge your course with the energy of the sun.
Having walked around the Pyramid of the Sun and standing directly in front of it now, we can clearly see the steep steps, all 248 of them, leading to the top, which give you spectacular views of the whole complex, but unfortunately you cannot go up at the moment. Moving on from the Pyramid of the Sun to the Pyramid of the Moon, down the Avenue of the Dead, lined with vendors selling souvenirs related to Teotihuacan. At the end of the Calzada de los Muertos is the Pyramida de la Luna, Pyramid of the Moon, built in AD 300. The best view of the entire complex is found here at the top of the Pyramid of the Moon. You're able to see the Pyramid of the Sun across the way and all of these smaller structures that surround it. 5 sacrifices took place here at this pyramid, and each one to consecrate the stage of building the next level. A nice viewpoint up here to see the whole complex and both pyramids. As I can't climb either, it's good to be able to at least see them from a certain height. And the whole city here was a major hub of migration, especially for people coming from the south, multi-ethnic groups, and a very diverse area split into different neighborhoods. The collapse of Teotihuacan came eventually in the 8th century due to a variety of factors, including social tensions as well as environmental, and yet it still existed as a pilgrimage site for Aztec royalty and others who wanted to come and worship here. On your way heading back towards the entrance from the two largest pyramids, turn left to visit the Templo de Quetzalcoatl, arguably the third pyramid of this site, although it's a temple. You can see this one has striking carvings on the front of serpents, and you can kind of imagine it as it was, with glass in the eye sockets and the whole pyramid or temple painted blue. It's of course much smaller, but worth seeing because the whole area around it is quiet with few people, and again, perhaps during non-COVID times you might be able to get closer and actually walk up to the top of it. The skeletal remains of around 137 people have been found in and around this temple, and here what I believe is the residence of the city's supreme ruler, so he had access to the temples close by. Of the skeletal remains that were found around this temple, DNA test results show that they were actually brought from diverse parts of Mesoamerica to be sacrificed. In 2003 as well, heavy rains here caused a sinkhole that revealed a 17-meter tunnel underground which had vast riches of gold, mercury, and eye-shaped crystals, and even crocodile teeth. Having left the pyramid site, I'm now finishing off things here today at a restaurant in a cave called La Gruta, not far from the pyramids itself, and it's kind of a historical restaurant. There's black and white pictures of people eating here nearly 100 years ago. In line with the period, La Gruta specializes in pre-Hispanic food. I thought it was decent, but for me the main appeal of the restaurant was the ambience and location, of course. At the end of your meal you can take the candle from your table and place it at the back of the cave, which was a nice touch. I'm now back here in the north of Mexico City, and I wanted to add this particular place on the end of this video as I haven't included it in any of my other vlogs so far, and it's one of the most sacred Christian sites in Mexico and the whole of Latin America, and that's the Basilica de Guadalupe. Why is this spot so renowned? Well, in December 1531, a Christian named Juan Diego claimed to have saw the Virgin Mary appear before him on the hill which lies right here in the northern part of the capital. To this day, the site still attracts thousands of pilgrims daily. I'm going to head inside now and take a look with my own eyes. Once inside the basilica, I was lucky enough to see part of one of the many daily masses that take place here. It's interesting to observe the people coming and going, and even if you're not particularly religious, seeing the hanging painting on the back wall by the altar, the famous image of the Virgin which has become so iconic, is worth it. You'll also see the same image printed on various items at different souvenir shops surrounding the site. Now climbing the Cerro del Tepeyac, which is where the sighting took place. Now at the top, 100 meters up with fantastic views of Mexico City as well as the Basilica and its surrounding churches. You can even see the skyscrapers of Reforma in the distance of downtown Mexico City. On the way up, there's an interesting sculpture which shows the moment where the Virgin is revealed on Juan Diego's cloak. He shows it to the local bishop who before then never originally believed in his story. You'll see lots of people carrying roses around here too, as roses are the flowers symbolic with the story that the Virgin told Juan Diego to go and collect on a certain part of the hill. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope it gave you a good taste of what Teotihuacan and the Basilica de Guadalupe are like. Much more coming in Mexico, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.